it's about time. So the box finally came in. I got about 3 boxes of these, and then I have the special heroes as well. Came with them. I'm going to go ahead and start out with the Living Dead Knights. I'm most excited to see just how Fireforge has pulled off the undead skeleton look, because it's a hard look to pull off, and if you do it wrong, boy does it look wrong. So um, it's a very darkly colored box. Standard game model box. You got your square box, and that's about it. Uh, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this though. I like saving these boxes. This is one of those Kickstarter boxes that I want to keep. And aha, okay. So these are Renindra bases, but they give you both round and square. All right, good job, Fireforged. Batting for both teams. So we have cover bases, and then square cover bases, and then circular cover bases for no matter what game you want to play. So everyone's invited to come play the game. So as you all know, I'm going to throw these away in the trash because I don't need these, but I'm going to keep these though. These are pretty thick bases too, thick solid bases. One thing I've noticed lately, I was looking through my old Games Workshop models, and those little hollow square bases they have are falling apart, like they're cracking. Like the little thin sides are cracking from age, which is kind of odd because plastic shouldn't crack like that. But what are you gonna do? All right, now what we got here. All right, standard hollow horses. He's got a bit more meat on him actually. Here's that dog. There's the undead dog that comes with. You get a little undead Doberman, looks like. That's so cool. You get 2 of them? Hey, you get 2 dogs! Awesome! So you get 2 Dobermans you can use for unit filler or whatever have you. That's pretty cool. I like free Dobermans. So you get 2 undead Dobermans with a single box. The horses themselves, interesting. They're not fully skeletal. They are actual undead horses. So I guess they're more like a zombie horse. Zombie horse, because they got a lot of meat on them here. Then you have some bone showing through. So, well, I guess it's not really meat. It's got skin. Yeah, it's just got skin and bones on there. So that's really interesting choice to make, I think. And some folks won't like that. I'm pretty indifferent, but this would be good for like spiritual horses and all that. Secondly, I noticed that there are, I don't see any intestines, so I think it's just skin and bones. And then you have a tail here, so there's actually separate tails. Then looks like there's 3 horse bodies per sprue, and 3 head choices. It looks like all of them get barding, so not a lot of choice when it comes to heads for variety. But you get 3 heads, 3 bodies, 3 tails, and a free dog. So what are you gonna do? And you get 2 of those. And now for the part I am most curious of. Okay, so these are 2 identical sprues. These 2 sprues are identical. So I'm going to go ahead and toss one away. You mean you get 2 banners? Alright. 2 Skeletal Cavalry banners. Looks like that skull, the bear skull. That's what I'm most curious of. Looks like a very Games Workshop skull. Very classic skull, very anatomically correct skull. I can see words. And alright, so let's get a quick comparison here. The things I do for my viewers. Alright, there we go. Alright, so from what I can tell, the Fireforged skulls look slightly bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna say slightly bigger. If you can see that. So on the right is the Games Workshop skull, and then on the left is the Fireforged skull. Yep, I would say the skulls look slightly bigger. So their skulls are actually more heroic scale than Games Workshop heroic scale. But it's a very, very slight difference, from what I can tell. We're talking like scant millimeters, I reckon. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to actually say, because here they are side by side, and they look pretty darn similar in scale. I think it's more of a style choice than if anything. I will say though, these look better than Mantics. These are a lot more anatomically correct than Mantics. Mantics are very, very long skulls. These are just slightly bigger, seems like. And this skull seems this skull actually seems bigger. This one here seems bigger than the rest of these ones. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe a style choice. I couldn't tell you. I'm no expert. Anyway, so here are the rest of the skulls. We got looks like a champion skull here, and then we have one bear and three in helmets. These three are here. These ones here are in helmets. This one's just wearing looks like a cloth drape. So I would say these are anatomically correct, but still stylized skulls. I think we'll see more when they actually get out their infantry, because you know they're making infantry, you know they are. The weapons, you have an axe, a flail, a flanged mace, and then two long swords. And then you have also down here, I guess you can use as spears or light lance or lances. And then you have a drummer. I don't think I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna save the drummer bits for like an actual like ground musician, because I don't really run musicians in my cavalry. So I think I'm just gonna save these for bits because they're pretty good bits. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put one together. I'll be right back with you guys. And so here we are. It put together pretty okay. I don't like how it has a flat and a flat for the body. I've never liked those, and it seems like everyone does those. So you gotta be careful when you put them together. I got the horse head a little too far upwards. It's got like a V shape into it, like an MRAP bottom. So you kind of slide it in there, and it binds up super quick. Like I'll give it one thing: once it's set, let it go. That thing is set because it's a lot of contact, a lot of surface area doing that. So be real careful when you put it in there, because if you don't, you're gonna be sliding it up. It's gonna go thump and then stop. You're like, oh crap! Like I was trying to pull it apart to reset it, and I couldn't get it off because there's so much surface area in that V shape that it just locked that sucker in place. Scale wise, these scale really well with Perry and the other Fireforge models. I will say that much. However, it does not scale well with the GW ones because they're just these big, giant, goofy knights. I mean, only it seems like there are cats fighting outside. It seems like that the only scale that fits with the old GW models are GW models, and there's no way getting around that. And it's just very frustrating. The arms seem super long. Like the arms to these models seem like these big gangly skeleton arms. I'm not sure why that is, but these guys standing up can probably like easily like slap their ankles. It seems like. Doesn't look bad altogether. It just seems a little odd when you start staring at it real deep. Like on these guys, that fist can touch the knee pretty easily. These guys reach down and touch their fucking stirrup without bending over. There's a lot of length in those arms. I liked how you can move the tail around. I always love tails you can move around and like position in different ways and add a little flourish to the model. There's no real socket or ball for the shield. Just you kind of glue it onto the fist, so it's kind of meh. But yeah, you can see how tall the Barrow Knight is, and then it's like extra large, large, medium. In my opinion, these look better than the Barrow Knights because they're just not as freaking huge. I wish these had some of the drapings, I wish these had some of the tabard drapings that these things had. That'd be really nice, just for a painting aspect, and then do some like some lines and striations and all that. Overall, it's a good model. The arms are a little long. I like the weapons. You get your lances, you get your maces, you get a flail. I'm not sure why they gave him out of unit a flail, but whatever. I wish they had proper lances like these things did. A nice jousting lance, but But overall, they look good. I'll be using them for other Barrow Knights. And just to make it even more apparent how the scale is, look at that. Why are they so big? Look how big it is. This is a big ass horse. Like all the body size is in the damn horse. Makes no sense. Ridiculous. Also, look at this dog. The best part's the freaking dog. You get zombie Dobermans. What is not to love? What is not to love? Alrighty. That's it from me. You keep a strong dice hand out there, and happy wargaming.